Now you're you're a little lagging there. I don't know if it's your end or my end, but
I'm a little lagging. Oh, okay.
you're a little, yeah,
How about
jittery.
now? Shit.
That was, yeah. Keep moving around.
Okay. Am I still
Yeah,
coming?
it's better. It's
Oh,
better.
great, man. Thank you for doing this. I appreciate it. Maybe I should do like a little intro or something.
It's up to you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Billy Nord. I'm running for the U.S. Senate on the Democratic ticket out of Minnesota. And yeah, I'm welcoming a friend of mine, David Cross here, and doing something new, just having conversations and trying something different. I have zero money. I'm not taking any donations. Very grassroots, very DIY, and I figure, communication is something that is important.
Wait, you're not taking any donations from anybody?
I'm not taking any money. I mean, especially now, uh, considering that prices are going up and we're being told that prices are going to continue going up. That's your money.
Yeah.
So, David, thank you for joining, man.
Yeah, of course. I would rethink the not taking donations thing. I think it's certainly you can be very mindful of people's situations, but I mean, you're going to unfortunately need some money, a little bit. If you want to print something en masse, you want to put a poster up somewhere, you want to host something, right? And you can give them the option, like, look, I know times are tough, and do the old, Bernie Sanders, hey, $1 is great, and
Oh,
but I
honestly,
mean, just for the materials alone.
for the material, there's like a threshold. I didn't know anything about running for any office until I
Yeah,
just instinctually, just did it. One day I saw who was running in this campaign, this election, and I'm like, this is not different. This is going to be the same pattern uh, in Congress. So I just
yeah,
said, boom, and I just started researching it. And then there's a threshold of like $5,000. So as long as you don't exceed that, you don't have to file for the FEC. You don't have to do. I mean, I file, what quarterly when I need to, but it's just a big zero each time.
mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. I'm kind of, I'm kind of like you. We come from sort of like the punk, uh, you know, background, the DIY sort of approach. We do shows in whoever will have us type venues. I don't
Yeah,
so, but you remember like doing. I used to produce shows in the basement of a bookstore. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I feel like applying that sort of to this, being creative, can go pretty far, especially when you're up against um, people who are holding fundraisers just to get FaceTime with people. I think the contrast between what I'm doing is,
yeah. I mean, there's nothing. It's not a either or. I mean, you can do both, really. And I think the DIY punk aesthetic shows thing is great. Um, but you want to make sure that you have enough people uh, who are supporting you in a specific way, signing whatever they need to sign, so you can get on the debate stage. You got to be on the debate stage,
how to be on a
right?
debate stage. For running for Senate in Minnesota, it's just you just filed $400. You file during like a certain time period, and that's it. You're on the ballot for the primary. The primary date is August 11th, 2026. So I will be on the primary.
But okay, but that okay. So uh, you want to make sure that you're on enough ballots and there's enough interest engendered so that you can, if there is a debate, I imagine there will be between the candidates, you can get on that stage and
Yeah.
tell a mass audience, here's what you're going to get with a Billy Nord vote. You know,
You're gonna get something different, something
yeah,
unique.
whatever that is, whatever you want to say,
Yeah.
uh, but that allows you to say it and get. I mean, Minnesota's a big state physically,
Like,
you know,
yes.
and I mean, just gas money to go around. and knock on doors or whatever, have volunteers. You want to make sure you're able to get on that debate stage.
Can I ask, so for that's for campaigning. For an elected official, what would you be looking for our elected leaders to be doing differently? What do you want to see in Washington to change?
Well, I mean, I'm lucky enough to live in New York that has a socialist Democrat and um, or Democrat socialist, whatever whatever one of those words comes first. Which I am part of the DSA, so Democrat socialist. Um, uh, who's going most likely going to be mayor unless they really pull some shady shit, which of course they're trying to do. And I think his ideas are great. I do not for a second buy into the fear mongering of all the people like, oh, the rich people are going to leave and it's going to turn into a hellscape and, cops won't be able to use guns, whatever the garbage is that people say who have a vested interest financially in having uh, somebody who is not democratic socialist in office. So you can look to New York City and what Mamdani is talked about and the kind of person he is. Um, and that's what I want. I want an AOC. I want a Mamdani. I want a Bernie Sanders. I want a, Sherrod Brown. I want, or who was the Paul Wellstone,
Oh, Wellstone, yeah. That was
Yeah.
25, 24 years ago. I think he passed away,
Yeah,
uh,
he was a good man. That's what I'm looking for.
somebody like that. That is actually of the working class and speaks for the working class and
Yeah,
doesn't challenge when there's a challenge of stock trading a bill that's
yeah,
being presented. He's not like voting no on that. Um,
right.
with this administration, so let's say the Democrats don't take the House and Senate in 2026. Let's say they're still in the minority. There's another 2 years of this administration wreaking havoc. I mean, look how much the Trump administration has done in the past 9 months. What do you think the Democrats need to do if they still have the minority in 2026 after the midterms?
I mean, I don't know what I would think if the Supreme Court wasn't as corrupt as it was, and we were talking about what life was like, you know, during the first Trump administration, all the just fight and obstruct and be, you know, and be vocal about those things, but it's not a remotely even playing field. And I think, not to be fatalist, but I think if they don't get the House or the Senate, I mean, I think it's just over. It's just done. And I'll leave, because I got a kid. I'd be fine. I'm in New York and I've got money and I'll be fine. But I've got a kid to think about, and again, if it wasn't such a completely blatantly corrupt, rigged Supreme Court, then there might, my advice to the Democrats might be a little different. But I don't know. You just make as much noise and. But I think this is pretty much the last shot.
I agree. That's kind of what has driven me daily almost. The fear aspect, like I have two kids. I have a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old, uh, two boys, and that's one of the reasons for my drive to do this because I want them to have a country, and I don't see it
I
being
mean, there'll be a country. It's just not the one you are familiar with, and with the values that we were brought up to cherish.
Yeah.
A lot of those are going away. We just saw it with the Charlie Kirk Kimmel thing. And I mean, after the blatant double standard hypocrisy whiplash 180 that these people do, and in their own brains too, like you're down with cancel culture and I'm for freedom of speech, and then we're going to cancel you and we're going to take we I don't believe in freedom of speech, all the just whatever. I mean, that's what you're going to be dealing with, those people being empowered, having voice. And well, we've seen this before historically. And, I don't want my kid to be a part of that world. And, she's got trans friends. I don't know what's going to happen to them. They're kids, it's, and, uh, and again, we live in New York, so we don't live in Texas, we don't live in Florida, so there's not going to be rampant disease, preventable diseases that my kid can catch. I mean, we're up here, we're a little safer, we're in a blue state. Um, but I mean, and she goes to a diverse school, so she's raised, without Christian white nationalism. She's not in a place where people are going to be telling her she should get married and have babies when she's 15. So we're a little safer here, but the rest of I mean, it's just going to be ugly.
It is. And I think that so what I want to do, I know that this administration thrives on fear. I mean, it's all imaginary, their power, really. I mean, that's why they have media people at the heads of like the most domestic agencies like DH,
Yeah.
the Homeland Security. We got Nome, we got Patel, and we got Hegseth, and they're putting out these propaganda. I mean, they're just essentially just trying to scare us into submission. So what I want to do, and I don't see the Democratic Party doing, so if I'm actually given the honor of serving Minnesota in Congress, I want to go on the air every night while in session from Washington and speak to the American people live and tell them what happened that day, what the Trump administration did to harm us, what we as Democrats are going to do, strategize live on the air every night, and then just show that there's a fight, because I don't think the Democrats have the media. you know Trump has the despair and the fear, and he's on media every day. He gets earned media like it's nothing. The Democratic Party doesn't have that to counter it. So we need something like that. Being a member of Congress and presenting something to the American people every night, um, I think will empower people and make them realize there is a fight, and will none of this backdoor like.
I mean, describe kind of what you're talking about in a nutshell. Like, how would that
So,
work?
so Chuck Schumer is constantly talking about these meetings that they're having.
Well,
In a nutshell, the process would analyze the current state,
Oh,
identify desired
hilarious.
outcomes, and then
is
propose
is
steps
that Grok?
like allocation or system
Here's
changes
our.
to bridge that gap and achieve.
I don't like my phone's
You're,
listening to me. I didn't touch a thing.
I
I
think
didn't touch anything. Phone is sitting over here.
uh,
I,
Alexa was just telling us how to save the country. They're like, here's what you do.
yeah.
But I'm sick
Oh,
and tired.
that's Grok. That's Grok.
Oh, you're Elon Musk guy.
Yeah, yeah. I prefer his. I want him. I want all information. What is real? What is not real? Filtered through his brain.
We need it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the backdoor shit that we see with Chuck Schumer and the Democratic leaders, but in front of people to see that it's our fucking taxpayer.
But how, Billy? How would that work? Are you saying? Are you? Because I want to be clear. I don't understand. You're saying that you would uh, go a summation of what happened, and you talk to folks, or do a like an Instagram live thing, or what are you saying?
I want to go on Rumble. I want to go on Facebook Live, Instagram Live. I want to be on X simultaneously, simulcast live every night, talk to all of America, all of the world, and just be open about things, not play this politics shit, and tell them what the Trump administration did that day, or just even if they're, even if the Trump administration didn't do shit that day, which, is
Yeah.
rare. And just tell the American people what kind of challenges occurred. Here's what they threw at you. Here's what you should decipher from what happened. Here's what actually matters, and here's what we're going to do tomorrow as Democrats to fight these things in real time. We're not getting a real time conversation with our elected leaders. So I'm going to go live. I want to go live on the internet every night and talk to people like this, like what you do with your podcast. Like what Charlie Kirk was doing. He was live 3 hours a day every weekday. I would watch him. He was presenting the talking points for
Hmm.
the far right every day. And they would go and take his talking points from his show and parrot it repeatedly until it became truth every night. We want that. We don't have that on. I mean, Sam and Emma have that with the Majority Report.
Yeah.
We need elected leaders to do that. And I want to bring a media sensibility to Congress, in addition to legislating during the day for the working class, which I am. I'm not a career politician. I'm coming straight from a 9 to 5. I'm actually on my lunch break right now, and and
Mhm.
and just show that there's a fight, because I don't want it to come down to a shutdown after 9 months of the Trump administration wreaking havoc on our neighbors with ICE and masked agents and declaring the trans community a violent extremist group, to have Chuck Schumer finally do something.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to present.
You want to get the politics out of politics.
Yeah, because what the majority of Trump talks about is social shit. It's not it's culture shit. It's not
Did you?
politics.
Yeah. Did you see the? Did you see his speech at the UN?
I did. He's oof.
Fucking bonkers, like crazy, crazy town.
You're going to hell. Your countries are going to hell. Very
Um,
very dark times, man. So what do
yeah.
you so what if you were to run yourself, hypothetically, for an office like this, a federal office, senator, what would you like your platform to be? And what would you do differently than some of these people who are running now? For the
Well, I think they're so specific. Like if senator is passing legislation, it's not creating legislation. It's um, and I think I'd be more. I personally would be more interested in being in the House. Um, uh, and being a representative of people, and then facing the constituency, town hall meetings, and really listening, um, and I think if I was running, it would be my campaign would be a mixture of kind of what you're talking about, where it's absolute transparency and uh, telling the truth, and being like, look, it's okay if I get voted out, because I'll feel fine if I'm voted out because uh, you thought I wasn't effective enough to do the things that you wanted me to do. Um, but I promise I will always be truthful, and I will tell you the cold hard facts, and I will name names, and I will say this is what I want to do. I want to get broadband in rural areas for everybody. This is what I'm going to do. Here's who's preventing that, and I guess trying to get ahead of the legacy media, which is myopic, and um, you can't really count on, um, uh, and try to find a platform that is uncensored but goes out to everybody, and saying don't wait for 48 hours after this thing's happened to see if the Philadelphia Inquirer, picked up the story. Here's where you go and you can get the story. Um, and and I would just try to do my best at explaining to everyone, in the campaign, I here are the interests that I want to work on, and the vast majority of the things I'm interested in are social services and making life better on a day-to-day basis for middle class, lower middle class people. And here's what that encompasses: better roads, and then you can get to your work. Uh, uh, and going from the top, explaining from the top down how these things that may not seem important to you, there's certainly these things I think are more important than if a trans kid in North Carolina uses the bathroom, right? You can vote for that. But I'm telling you what has been proven to be effective, and I would, use stats and figures and just what the FDR administration was able to do, what Johnson was able to do, how social services and socialism uh, work. They benefit everybody, and the money you put here means you save 3 times as much money here, and that's your money. That's your money that you could have,
Yeah.
and it's please don't get caught up on the idea that uh, you know. Uh, Whatever the culture war thing is, that's how they win, and that's how they keep the money. The you know but also I will say this: I'm clearly, from my work, uh, I don't pull punches, and I'm not scared of anybody, and I will go toe to toe with anybody. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to debate people in a real sense, not in the kind of Charlie Kirk, debate me. Now I'm going to shut you down and make fun of you kind of entertainment value. I'm talking about a real debate.
Right.
And uh, I will call bullshit very quickly, and I also will admit if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And but I would also listen to people, and and I would have no, I don't think, a need to take any kind of corporate money, um, unless it was like Patagonia. I'll take Patagonia's money. They're good folks. Ben and Jerry, you guys can support me. But yeah, I would. That's sort of the thing I'd run on.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
And you can take it or not. I mean, it's not gonna. I'm not gonna be insulted if you don't buy my appeal. I'll be a little disappointed, obviously, but I would try to really make it understood, like, and just not do these fucking lame, trite, uh, you know, kind of overview umbrella things like, and I also wouldn't do that stupid, when they go low, we go high. Fuck that. That doesn't work. Go lower. Fucking kick them
oh,
in the balls. Jesus. Fuck these people. And I'll use the F word. I'll use the F word, Billy.
I mean, well, that's controversial. You
Yes.
better be careful because Brendan Carr, who is a 46-year-old man, by the way, he'll come
Mm,
at you. He's a
yeah.
46-year-old man.
He
Um,
seems like an 80-year-old woman.
I mean, inside, I'm sure he
Yeah,
is,
yeah, yeah.
and he just needs to let it loose. I love all of that. I do that. It feels just like authenticity. I mean, I feel like that's what you just described is just somebody who's authentic, like none of this like fucking dramatic pre-written speech with great effects and editing and like I have a dream. I mean, that's a great speech, but you know what I mean? Like um none none of these like it's not like it's not a popularity contest, so to speak. It's more of authenticity contest. And I mean, that's what
Yeah,
I'm.
but I mean, yeah, I mean, I would say, listen, I don't believe that Christ was the savior of mankind. I don't believe in that. But here's what I do believe in. And I would argue that I, my beliefs and what I do are closer to Jesus's spirit than a lot of these people who do say that. I would just, I would let you decide. Here's what I believe in. Here's what Jesus believed in, and here's what this guy who works, is taking Wall Street's money believes in.
I like that. To segue a little bit, you said you're not afraid of anybody. You're not afraid to speak your mind. There was a lot of I got a cat down here, by the way. That's why my arm is going like this. Trust me, it's a cat. Uh,
That's all right. Or walking around or him. Yeah.
how are you feeling about freedom of speech, especially this past week? Have you gotten nervous to say something you wanted to say? Have you gotten nervous
No.
post something? No. Um,
Well, I don't post him. I'm not on social media. I mean, I
right.
have a presence because to let people know of the work I'm doing,
Mark,
but I don't. I just write it, send it to somebody. They put. I do not have any of that stuff on my phone. I don't have access to any of it. Zero.
do you do you anticipate any kind of more challenges or suppression attempts for our freedom of speech during this administration? You feel like we're going to be constant
Yeah. Oh, do you think I think they're gonna go like, okay, we're all done. We're good. No,
right?
they'll do whatever they can. They want to rile everybody up. It's really about the midterms. It's like what I was saying. It's over if the Democrats don't secure at least one chamber, uh, and Trump knows that. Everybody knows that. That's my daughter.
What's up,
She's
girl?
that's my daughter. She's a libertarian, so she's arguing against what I'm saying.
She's like Ron Paul's right.
Yeah.
Um, so it is over if the Democrats don't get the majority in the midterms. Like it's done.
In
It's
in one chamber, yeah, yeah.
chamber
I
elites.
mean, with this, they haven't been able to do much, and I'm glad that some are finally fighting back. I mean, as kind of silly and uh, like grating as Gavin Newsom's trolling is, I'm glad somebody's doing something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's too bad that it came to that. This kind of like schoolyard shit. But okay, I'm glad somebody's doing something. And just, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
It's it's despair. It really is. They're in the politics of despair, this administration, and they want us to
That's the Republicans thing, fear and hyperbole.
divide and conquer, make us comply in advance. Well, I'm gonna be fighting my fucking balls off because, like you said, like we have kids, man. We can't really leave. I mean, we're in Minnesota. It's a pretty quote unquote safe state, but
Yeah.
man, it's like I don't know. I feel like we can't really go anywhere. And if it comes down to it, I don't want my kids to not feel like they can be who they are. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm going down with this shit, man. I'm gonna like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fight my fucking balls up. Oh, I got 10 more minutes, and your time is valuable. So we got the 10-minute marker here. So thank you for doing this, man. I feel like we just kind of scratched the surface a little bit. I love to talk more with you about this kind of stuff. You know, how much does
Well,
to hire you as a campaign advisor?
okay. Well, I'll do it gratis. If everybody's going pro bono on this thing, I'm not going to be the guy who's, you know, taking billing you for $1,000 an hour on, whatever David Axelrod does.
Oh,
Um, yeah. All right, man. Well, I wish you the absolute best of luck, and I'm behind you. And if there's any other ways I can help out, let me know.
Um, 90 pounds of crystal meth. Could you have that shipped to Minnesota so we could just, we could stay up all night, get this thing going?
90 pounds of crystal meth to Minnesota. Ship, please. Overnight. Okay. All
That's,
good.
wow, thanks, Grok. Um, yeah, man, thanks for the wearing the hat. All I'm saying is Janine Garofalo endorsed me. Michael Shannon's endorsed me. Um,
Good,
Kevin
good
Gordon
people.
endorsed me. It'd be an honor if maybe Amber endorsed me. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I mean, unless she knows a lady, that's her priority is women. Um, so unless she knows a lady running for Senate in Minnesota, I'll let her know.
There too. Peggy and Angie our Lieutenant Governor and our Congresswoman Angie Craig are both running, and they're
Yeah.
fabulous.
Then they're going to get her vote.
Fuck. All right,
Yeah.
well, I understand that.
You got to be a woman.
I know, I gotta be a woman. I love to come out to New York and possibly do your podcast sometime, man. I'm a big
Oh,
fan.
it's over. It's done. It's done.
What?
Yeah,
Forever?
Headgum didn't. Yeah, they didn't pick it up.
Shit.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Well, is that good or bad? How you feeling about it? Do you want to do something more?
I'm not. I mean, I'd happily do it again, but I'd happily not do it. I don't. I don't. I mean, it was enjoyable always, and it was like 8 stops on the subway, and so easy to get to and do. And there's a chopped salad place nearby, and I love chopped,
Mhm.
and so that was nice. But it is whatever. I've got other stuff I can do.
You're doing
But
like
also, there's a it's I don't know that world. I don't know the finances and all that stuff. But if they can't afford to let you into a studio for an hour and change to talk to folks and then put that out there, then that's not a good sign.
no, that's
So if I'm cost effective, then that's okay. All right, but yeah, I don't know how that works, but apparently I wasn't making them enough money, I
head
guess.
gums lost, man. Head gums lost. Are you
Yeah,
doing that play with Matthew Broderick?
I am. I'm doing Tartuffe. That starts. I say previews are like the week of Thanksgiving. We start rehearsals in about 3 weeks, and got a lot to memorize. Uh, but yeah, it's fun. It's cool. It's cool. It's going to be great.
It's a
I
good.
really do think it's going to be fun. Yeah.
It's a four person, right? Or three actors.
No, it is. No, there's. I want to say 8 people. Let's see. There's Tartuffe, Oregon, Elmire, Dummies, Miss Penrod, Marianne, the daughter of Valaire, and then Cleant. Nine people.
And you're a word guy, right? You're the straight man, Broderick's.
Yeah, I'm the guy who's being conned, who everybody else can see. It's a really good play. I've seen it before. This is a more modern kind of take on it. Uh, but yeah, I'm the guy who's everyone can see that this guy's a blatant fraud except for me, and I think he's just the best.
So topical, man. I love
I
it.
know
Well,
he's
congrats.
close to God. Tartuffe is. Yeah,
So is my cat. God bless her. This one. See
yeah.
her?
Well, yeah, I see her. I
Well,
saw her before.
congratulations. If there's anything the working class love more, it's hearing about our pompous plays in New York City, dude. So thanks for bringing this whole conversation down.
Yeah, well, I'll fly over your state next time I'm going to do one of those plays.
Oh, okay. 1 second. I have 1 minute.
Yeah.
Before I go, your security is fucking amazing, by the way. Last time I saw you, I was at 7th Street Entry, and I came to the back to
Oh,
come say hi. And the
oh
amount
yeah.
of people who were like, "Who are you? What are you here with?" And as soon as you started walking up the stairs, I felt like you were the president, man. Because
I didn't. That wasn't me. I mean, that's not
no,
people I brought.
that's awesome.
That was that was the club. That was you talking about the little show, the yeah, and the yeah. I that was not me. I didn't bring anybody. That was the club put that. That was
Oh, it's
First
good.
Avenue.
I'm not
That was all
complaining.
First Avenue.
I'm not complaining. They treated you like royalty, and it's well deserved, man.
Oh, I love playing. First Avenue is always great.
Yeah.
Always great.
So after the play, do you think you'll come back to Minnesota, or are you
Oh
just
fuck yeah! No, next tour I always play either Minneapolis or St. Paul or both.
okay?
So yeah.
We'll see you when it happens, man.
Oh, I was sick that time. I got really sick. I remember that.
Yeah. You
I got
look
really sick. Yeah,
diarrhea.
remember that.
It's
I
a
didn't even hang out that night. I didn't go out. I had a bunch of friends there. Well, you were there.
yeah.
Sean. I mean, there were a number of people, and I was like, I just felt it. I'm like, yeah, and I got to fly tomorrow, and yeah, I remember getting really sick.
With like a cold, or was it something bigger?
It was. I think it was more. Yeah, was it cold? It wasn't flu. Was I throwing up? I don't know. I just remember getting. I usually don't get that sick, and I get over it pretty quickly. But that one was. I think also I was just worn down, and was I think the last show on that little mini tour I was doing, and I think I was just going too hard, and then my body was just stop. You know.
Well, I'm sorry it happened, man. The audience was really close to you. I think that may have something to do with the
It
stage.
was hot. It was definitely hot. But I mean, that's half the shows I do are like that. So, you know.
Punk rock, man. Punk rock. Well, David, I love you very much, and thank you for this. And I owe you one, man.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. Well, I'll let you know when next time I'm in Minneapolis.
Great. Thanks for wearing the hat, and give my best to everybody over there, man.
I will. All right, man. Good
Much love.
luck.
Take care, buddy. See
All
you.
right.